Hi guys, my name is Clinton Felix and you're welcome to this video tutorial. In this video tutorial, I want to talk to you about one of Facebook's bid control system, which is called the cost cap control. And that is because I've been getting some questions about when I should use. I mean, some people have asked me, when should I use the cost control system? Is it just put there for fancy? Are there times when I should consider it? And because by default, the option that is chosen for you is the lowest cost conversion, the lowest cost bid control system. So you want to know when you should consider using the cost cap control system. Then in this video, I want to attempt to answer that question. So first of all, I've actually gone ahead to create an example campaign here, which illustrates just that. So this is the ad set level optimization system because I want to show you something about how this works. Now, it doesn't matter whether or not you're using the campaign level optimization system or the ad set level optimization system. It's all the same thing. I mean, there are just a few differences, but the way it works is primarily the same. So now in this example, like I said, I'm showing you with the asset level optimization system, which means that you're not in the CBO, you're using the ABO in this instance. So I'll go ahead and remove myself from here and so that we can have some space. So here you can see in the optimization for ad delivery, its conversion, and in the cost control system. So let me just go ahead and pop in a number. So this means that this is the amount of money that you are willing to pay for each conversion. Do you understand? So in this bid strategy, you find that there are two examples or two options for you to choose from. So this is telling you that you will get the most volume, the best, yeah, best for getting the most volume while maintaining a cost. Maybe you have a target cost. Maybe you have an amount of money that you already know that you're willing to spend to get the results that you want. So the cost cap is the way to go in that instance. Okay, and I want to explain to you why you should consider this or when you should consider this if you should actually do so at all. So the cost cap helps you to maintain an even average cost over a long period of time. And this comes into play when, let's say, for example, you've been advertising for about a month or 2 months or 3 months, and there are some periods of time when you have spikes. You understand? You have spikes. You have higher days when you have higher cost per conversions, days when you have very low cost per conversions. But over time, you have these spikes. But evenly, you have come to understand that my cost per result is around a particular amount. So you want to ensure that you are within that range. That is when you use the cost cap because it ensures that the algorithm does not bid above that range. Do you understand? Now, if you look at the illustration here, this is the cost that you have set up for yourself. The cost is this, so it can fluctuate around this range. Do you understand? But it can go a bit above it or a bit below it. But all it does is it maintains an average of what you have put in to be your cost cap. I don't know if you get that. So that's how this works. And like I said, this works when you already have an idea of what your cost per conversion should be. This does not work for a new campaign. That's an instance where this does not work. A new campaign where you're just launching out on the from the blocks from the get go, and then you're trying to put in the cost cap. It just will not work. Why? Because you're going to be limiting yourself to the result. You're going to be limiting yourself because you do not know what your cost cap, what your cost is. So how do you know what your cost cap should be? I don't know if that makes sense. So it is when you have what your cost per result really is, that's when you can now determine that my cost cap can be maybe about 20% of what that cost cap is. So what your cost per result is, so that you can have an allowance in terms of the distance, so that the algorithm can build very very effectively. So, but in every other instance, I would choose the lowest cost conversion system. So I hope that makes sense. And it's a very short video. I didn't intend for it to be a very long one. So those are the instances where I would choose the cost cap system of optimization. Thank you very much. And I'll see you in the next video.